But I also realized I have a lot of room to grow and improve, and I've matured since my relationships have ended in the past. I wasn't the greatest of person either. I was kind of an asshole at times, and I've worked for the better to better myself. Why am I always getting hit by that now? Okay, buddy, I'm trying to be behind you. I should not have been at that wall, but that's my fault. I started reading this fantasy yesterday called Seberel, and it's interesting. It has to do with magic and necromancy. Hope I pronounced that right. Well, that sounds interesting. Well, there you go. I usually read one of my mangas. I usually read something like Dragon Ball or something. If I'm feeling like I can't do anything to get my mind off of it. Gaming doesn't always help. Because it's so easy to just not want to do it. Reading can take you into another world more than gaming. Oh, that was too early. Oh, that was way too early. That's what I... Shut. Yeah. Make up your mind. Why? My prior fights with this guy are so, like, much better than this. Why is this guy just butchering me to hell? Ugh. Boy. I'm making all the wrong moves here. I am not. I am attacking too much. He has the same fucking attacks, and he's brutally murdering me. What is... He stuns me. That, but all right. I dodged that too. I hit the roll button. Oh. Stomp down. I really do. I dodged that. Half of these things, I am hitting the dodge button half the time. Noted, being under him is a bad idea. Not for this fight. Bad idea. But it won me the fight. Oh my god, that was rough. Fucking jeez. Like, it's not like I don't know his attacks, is the thing. Ugh. I haven't done drop out because of the weeks. Really? I mean, it's not like you don't dream, though. Everyone dreams, it's just you don't remember it because you dream so much throughout the night. Unless my sociology teacher is a liar. Or not sociology, psychology. Sorry. I had both sociology and psychology classes. But no, that makes sense. I rarely ever remember my dreams, and I used to smoke all the time. Well, you know what? I made this dungeon. I could buy it now. I guess that's why it makes sense. I didn't know those required red jelly, so I wasn't like, it's kind of useless after that. Bark, bark, bark. I also got to keep this open in mind so I can buy the Lost and Uncanny DLC weapons. Last game I remember was sitting on a mountain with Bruce Willis talking about life, and he kept loading a shotgun and pumping. The fuck? That's random. See, I don't even really remember what my dream was about. I just remember my ex was part of it, and we were back together because we broke up. We like dated on and off. We've had moments like after our 2-year together straight, we broke up on and off several times. Kind of was like doing the whole fucking run thing where she'd come over, fuck me, and then she would leave, and then we'd break up, get back together, break up, and then eventually split off. And then, like, our dream was, we got back together and actually lived a life. I don't know. I don't know, man. I guess I'm just being... I know it's not a good thing. Don't worry about getting back with your exes, but, like... If any one of my exes that I've dated through my life, there's 2 of them that I definitely would love to have a chance with. It's what happens when you still have love for someone. I could easily just not care, and I know it's not going to happen, but like, I'd easily still would be with them if I could. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, though. It's not like I'm not unhappy or sad or anything. I still miss them, yeah, but I've moved on at the same time. It's not like I can't go and date someone else. Ah, that's rough. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, that's never fun. That's more than I was able to do, though. I never had a car most of my early adult life, so... I also don't really drive, so I don't know directions. Even though I could just GPS the whole thing, but it's just like, I don't drive much, and I don't really go on the roads, and I've never, fun fact, I've never driven on the highway. Come close to it, though. I've never actually driven on the highway itself, but I've come close to some busy ass, very busy streets and stuff, but I've never driven like straight up the highway. It's not that I haven't driven on the highway. It's I've driven on roads that are extremely busy, hectic traffic, very fast. But I don't think it was quite a highway. Because I've never been... There's no reason for me to actually go on highways. I don't travel. It's not like I'm going to other cities or major towns or other states. But it also doesn't... Like, it's not that I don't care to not drive on the highway, it's that I've never really had a car, nor do I really want to do that with people. So I've never really driven with my parents much. And that's something I need to experience alone. Like, they made me take, like, re-driving lessons, I guess, with a tutor when I first moved out here. And the test was to end on me on the highway, and I'm like, I'm not, no. I need to do that alone. I don't like the feeling of being pressured. Because I don't know already very well driving all that much, nor do I know roads and streets. Nor is it easy for me, for a guy who has very bad attention span and skills, to be able to really pay attention to signs in half the time. Because if I do, I'll easily crash. So I normally don't really pay attention to the road signs and stuff a lot. I normally just pay attention to the speed limit stuff and where turns are. So half the time, that I do not know streets. I can't memorize streets. I'll never be able to memorize streets. I can't sit there and tell somebody I'm on this said block. I am near this building. I am near this building. The biggest difference in age gap between me and my partner was 3 years. I think same for me. I dated a girl when I was 17, going on 18. They were 15. Then my other ex and me, I was 23, 24. They were 20. Or 19. 20, I think I was like 23 and they were 19. So around the same age, time gap wise. 3 or 4 years, I think, is the biggest. I've never dated a girl that much younger than me. Or older. I think the oldest I've dated a girl to is like a year older than me. Because me and my one ex dated from when she was 15, I was 17, till about when she was 21. Like, yeah, that's longer than 3 years. But it was on and off. We dated on and off since 2008. When we met, I was in high school, my senior year. She was a sophomore. We went from that till she hit college. Her first year in college is when she and me broke apart. I'm surprised I even managed to keep her as long as I did. That was my first like major relationship. My next relationship after that was about the same time frame in total, on and off. We lasted about 1.5 years full, and then on and off for about almost 3 years. I'm even surprised a guy like me has held that, though. With the issues I have and with how I get. Yeah, I'm starting to rush these dungeons. I'm starting to just want to get through them now at this point. I have 2 fucking dungeons left. Oh, we were already falling. Once a relationship starts to divulge into you breaking up 2 or 3 times before you fully end, the relationship is ending. At least that's from my experience. We've had we've had one breakup, and then we dated a bit for longer after that. But the moment you really start to break up after that first initial get together, it's kind of starting to just not gonna last unless the relationship does last. Because there are people who can do, like, they break up once, get back together, and then they, like, for sure, like, stick it to the end. But all of my relationships, once you break up that initial hookup, it's gonna end. It does work. It does. It's just not mine. Not my relationships haven't. Once we've broken up that first time, like, yeah, the second time you try it again, it lasts for a little while. Not as long as the first, but it, like, maybe, 4 or 5 more months versus, like, the whole first year or 2 that you lasted initially. I'm not gonna lie, me and my ex, my other ex, we broke up after about 4 or 5 months. I got dumped on Valentine's Day. She cheated on her current guy. She cheated on the guy she dumped me for to be with me again. We dated after that, and that's when we dated from our initial 4 months to the whole almost 3 years. That was our more successful relationship. After that, we kind of just broke it off after that. We and her didn't have an on and off relationship. We broke up twice, technically. And then that was it. My other ex, we had moments where we dated at least 3 or 4 times, if you want to count the fact that there was breakups in between instead of one cohesive relationship. Because she would dump me, we would not talk for a little while, because she's the kind of girl who would just drop me at the top of the dime. And then she would come back, we would date for a couple weeks, repeat. And literally, after all, I was her first and everything. Relationship, love, sex, everything. And she dropped me at the top of the dime for another guy and just hates me. Like, she didn't like that I smoked or anything like that. It's just like, you're just going to drop a person that was everything just like that. I hate how women do that sometimes. Me and my other ex are at least still friends. We don't talk all that much because she's got a family and a boyfriend, but she still drops every now and then. She'll drop by on Twitch every now and then. She's part of the Discord. She'll call me every now and then. I'll help her out. She had a issue with, ex-lover giving her issues with things, and I helped her out by giving her money because she had a thing where she was requesting for money for reasons that I don't really want to disclose, but she had some personal reasons, and I hooked her up with $50, and I still have her back, and I still love her. But my other ex just like, nah, goodbye, I'm done with you. Oh, I forgot about that. Your grab blood. Oh my god. I have only fought you twice, Yarnum. Relax. I don't know her moves. Keep in mind. Hi. Oh, here we go. Oh! Hi? Okay. I'm kind of watching to learn her moves more. She makes clones. Okay. Okay. Pinwheel. Ow. Pinwheel. Pinwheel-esque clones. Fine, we'll deal with them then. Okay. Not as bad as Murgo's Wet Nurse clones, but I'll take it. Okay, the real one. Oh no. Oh, motherfucker, that hurt. As a much. Bitch, what? Ah! Okay, noted. Ignore the clones then. What? Oh no! Oh no, 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 no! What is happening? Okay. Ow. That was cool. You're lucky I just don't know your attacks, John. No, 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 no. Ludwig? I did not know you had a blood weapon too. Ah! That is cool. I like that sort of. Oh. Definitely got a blood weapon. Ah, okay, so she's Nitoing me. Ah, this fight's a lot tougher than I remember. Not even that difficult, it's not, it's just... It's patience. I'm being patient with her, because I'm trying to actually learn some of the moves. Ah, I'm not doing a great job. Granted, yeah, she's a lot tougher than I remember. Oof. Oh boy! Oh god! Yeah. It is? I kind of wasn't even really paying attention to a lot of Ligarius' theme. His theme is one that I didn't really recognize. Now that you mention it, it is the. A lot of boss music, I kind of go on autopilot. So a lot of the times I drown out the music. I'm trying to listen to it now, just because I want to hear it, because I have not fought Yharnam in so long. She's killed me for once, finally. And all the times that I fought her, twice. This is the third time I have yet to die to her. I swore that she was a lot easier my first time I fought her. How hard as I remember. She is a lot tougher than I remember. Then again, granted, she's different. She stuns a lot and throws a lot of blood. I never understood her significance though in the main game though. Like she just appears a couple of times. I get she's the surrogate mother of Murgo. That's why you find her after beating Rom, as well as at Murgo's wet nurse's area. Right before fighting Murgo's wet nurse. But she's just kind of there. And then you can attack her in Murgo's wet nurse and she kind of just disappears. I don't know if that means that that's a clone, because she disappears just like when you attack the clones. She doesn't just die like an NPC would if you hit them enough times. She doesn't aggro, she just disappears after one hit, meaning that's not a real person. Like, it's her clone. But why is she... I get she's down here because she's, you know, communing with the gods. That's what all of the Yharnam descendants were doing, and that's when this whole shit went to hell. They found all these dungeons underground. Found stuff like Ebrietas and all these other great ones, that and Amygdala. Especially Amygdala's after this fight, if I recall. It kind of makes sense, though, because Ligaria's theme is called Vile Blood Queen theme in YouTube, and so is the Yharnam of Vile Blood. So is Yharnam of Vile Blood. I would assume... Also, that would make sense considering the amount of blood she spews. She is the Thumerian queen. Queen Yharnam. Even though I'm assuming they're referencing the Vile Blood lady from Canehurst Castle, because she's also a queen. But this is also a queen here. But she's the Thumerian queen. She's the one that the town is named after. But she's also the reason why this whole bullshit went to hell. And it also makes sense that who is after her fight? Amygdala. And guess who you're hearing crying right now? Murgo. She's the surrogate mother. Oh, God! My damn health! Holy shit! Bad flashbacks of my first time fighting you. And how you killed me, nearly. Nice dodge. Go after the clones. I know I said to ignore the clones, but they kind of are annoying sometimes. Oh no! Don't you do that! Oh! Oi! Stop that! I'm trying to learn your parries. Why do you have poisonous blood, lady? That I never understood, but I like the idea of it. Poison blood. That just means that you probably dealt with enough gods to the point where your blood is defiled. No! Oh my god! I got careless! Oh, I went in for the finish and got greedy. Good! Because I actually like this fight. Holy shit, could get her sword. I know, that's so awesome! Holy fucking lord! I got greedy and it killed me. I'm actually liking this fight though. And I am surprised. She is not even that, like, I don't know how she did nearly kill me in my very first time fighting her, but I still, and she also nearly killed me in my co-op too, because me and Zero, you know, co-op, you can kind of just fucking rush. And I tend to get very careless in my co-ops fights. I'll use your blood to heal me, you bitch. Yeah, your first phase, I can just whittle down your shit. Ah, fuck. Fuck, big. I like that, actually. I like that attack a lot. Ow. Stop stabbing yourself. It looks painful. God damn it, there it is again! No! I could easily shoot her. It's what worked before. Ah. Poison! I'm getting careless now with her. Come on. Ah! Okay, I must have... When I shot her, it must have been a fluke that it stopped it. What? Oh. I'm not trying to take more legit. Probably. I would assume you would take the same. I don't know, honestly. Does Blood Tinge give you blood defense? Not like my... Ah, fuck. It's not like my Blood Tinge is low. I don't have that low Blood Tinge. Not as high as yours or anything, but it's not bad. It's not like I have shit Blood Tinge. Oh, never mind. I have 50 Blood Tinge. A lot higher than I thought. Yeah. Oof. I admit I'm getting very careless right now. I'm not fighting her like normal bosses I normally fight. I'm fighting her very aggressively. Which is fighting Bloodborne bosses, but I'm treating her as if she was actually, like, just a pushover, and she has some difficulty to her. She has some nuance to her. Dodge that. I dodged both of that. I gotta figure out what procs that exactly. Get back here. Oh. Ah, no! I was right about to shoot you! Oh, my face! You and your rapid poison, you bitch. Good. Nah, it's fine. I thought it did. I don't really pay attention besides the damage output from guns or whatever. I didn't really notice if it leveled blood defense or your defenses against blood attacks. No, it's not you. It's not you. You're not breaking my focus. Problem is I don't know her attacks. I'm trying to actually learn them. And you're fine. I'm sure, okay, it probably does. Attribute governing power of weapons that use Q as well as determine whether or not you can use certain equipment. Reduction of damage from firearms. I would assume it does then. As that'd be the only stat that would boost it. But to be honest, I don't really pay attention to a lot of this. It's all just damage for me. So, like, I should have known that. Because I think leveling a good portion of your stats does always level defenses in some way, if I recall. Maybe not, but I never really care about defenses, is the thing when it comes to Souls. Like, I've gotten decent enough at Dark Souls to where I literally can play the game nude. Ow! I wasn't hoping for that start, thanks. Okay, I don't know what procs that. I gotta learn. I don't know if it's timing, hitting, what. Like, she literally stuns me. I don't know what the animation for that is. Okay. There was no animation there. Fuck me, I thought you were done. Just kill me. That's okay. I'm not actively trying to win. I'll be right back. I'm not actively trying to win. I was. I was at one point when I nearly killed her, but now I'm just trying to figure out her. So that way, whenever I decide to fight her again, which is probably not going to be for a long while because it's a trek down to her. But it's not like I can't just make this dungeon over and over again or anything, but still. I want to learn her. It's not like I don't know other bosses. I know most bosses in this game. I'm just either good at some bosses or I'm not. What rocks that? I don't know if that's like a thing that she puts around her, like Everyadis kind of. Like she has some weird glowy aura that she puts on her. So I see that, like, do you see that wavelength? Whenever I hit her, you can see that her body gets kind of wavy. It's kind of like some weird aura thing. I think that's what it is. If that's the case, then that makes sense why there's no animation for it. I can test that theory. Yep, that is exactly it. Yeah, I can hit her twice. And then you can see a her body is that is exactly it. So there's no animation for it. Ah! See what I mean? There it is again. She slowly started to when she trapped me. So, unfortunately, it's a thing that lasts, persists throughout the fight. And that's what's been grabbing me on this entire time. I probably can hit her more than twice, but I don't want to risk that. Ow. Ah! I spent too much time dodging. Well, okay, good. At least I figured that out. See, when I was fighting her moments prior, I wasn't even paying attention to her, like, her body. I was paying attention to her, like, animations and such. That's why I was taking it slow, actively trying to figure out what was causing that. And that's when I was able to see that her body kind of undulates, or like, not undulates, but you see that like weird, like barrier effect when you hit her. My explanations are terrible, but you get what I mean. So yeah, I don't know anything on this fight. Like, I fought her twice, once with co-op, once by myself, and both of those fights were so reckless. If I recall my first time fighting her, I wasn't very careful at all, and I nearly got wrecked, but I still managed to beat her with one try. Like, I've already could have beaten her easily. I did get careless a couple of my attempts there, where I almost won. But she's not difficult. I just... No! No, that was risky. Like right here, I can hit her. I back off, wait for that, and I get it. That blood spurt is annoying. That's deadly. That could have actually killed me. I hit her 3 times. Maybe you shouldn't go on a flurry. Oh no. That attack is really hard to dodge sometimes when you're really in there. Okay. Why did I get careless? I got careless. Oh, wait. I thought she was going to be, like, coming in, so I had the moment of hitting her there. I completely disregarded that thing entirely. Can I just... Yes. Alright. Oh! Goodbye. Just get out of here. No! Oh! The animation on that is a little slow. Damn it! I thought seeing as she did an attack, I can hit her more freely. Did I parry during that? I know I'm using up a lot of vials here. Get out of here. And you're done. Baby crying causing the freezing. Probably? There's gotta be some mechanic with the baby. I don't know if it's just there to be annoying, because I know it is prevalent in Murgo's Wet Nurses fight, too. But there's gotta be something. The baby's crying has to be some sort of maybe boss fight type mechanic. Like, maybe the crying will affect something. But so far, all I can tell with the freeze up is that if you hit her too much, you'll get stunned. Because when you hit her, you'll see her like wavelength. But if you're just too careless, she stuns you. I know that is exactly what causes it. I'm not sure if the baby crying will have any effect. Wait, is she it? Or did I go the wrong way? The lamp always aims the right direction, right? That was right by this door, wasn't it? Or I'm just an idiot. Oh, that's it. Do I remember wrong? Wasn't Amygdala part of this? That is it. I sworn I remember her not being the last boss. Which made me, when I first did this, like, weirded out by the fact that she wasn't the last boss. Or maybe I just remember wrong. I know in my co-op play she was, but for some reason I remember differently in my original fight with her. Maybe I just remember wrong. But that is Queen Yarnum. I did not get the Ring of Betrothal, but that's okay. I can always do it and search the Chalice Glyph that has it. I think I got all of the side dungeons. That's fine by me. Ring of Betrothal, all that does is you can take that to the Queen Vileblood and ask her to marry you, and she turns you down anyway. It's just some interesting dialogue. It's also for a trophy. For anyone who wants the Platinum Bloodborne, that is required. You know, she was not hard at all. Like, I had some struggle attempts there where I was actually trying to learn her, and I was getting wrecked, and I definitely used more blood vials than I wanted to, but Like, I definitely was just trying to learn her fight. Just because I've never fight her. And I actually enjoy her fight. She's actually fun. Unfortunately, I did not get very good gems at all. Like, I had some to up me, but I don't really want to rely on curse. I could do attack versus beast down and all, but, like, I don't like doing that. I don't like attack versus certain enemy types down. I don't mind health depletion or stamina, but I don't feel like focusing on that either. I can make my Ludwig an elemental. Yeah, no thanks. Alright, well. I have my other Ludwig, but I'm good on that. There's no point really trying to search for that, because it's just going to be barely better, if not barely worse.
Gammon awaits.
My other Ludwig is like a few points off from being the same or better than my weapon, and it's not even going to be that worthwhile. Yeah, see, like, I knew this. When you upgrade your stats, you get defenses. Always get physical defense. I think it's the same with Dark Souls. I know your endurance will level up your resistance to most things. I know your resistance in Dark Souls will level up your resistance and defenses more than most other stats, but I knew that you get defenses for that. Yeah, it might not happen now that my blood tinge is already over 50, but I don't know if my damage reduction is based off of stats at all. I think it's morally your outfit. Because I know you get resistance to poisoning and frenzy and beasthood, but... Or you get greater beasthood, not resistance to it. I try to be. I don't know about that, but I try to be dedicated to this book. I really do, because I actually enjoy a lot of the games that I play, especially if I really enjoy a game that I'm playing. I try to be informative. I try to show off as much content as I can, because that is personally, I enjoy showing off most things, if not everything. That personally is like my high. That gives me a high, and that also gives me that, like, that completion, that achievement of completing. So, like, that's why I always aim to 100% everything I play. Even if it's the first time playing a certain game. If I enjoy the game enough, I want to aim for that 100%. Even if I don't get it. Like in turn-based RPGs, I will always aim to fight the true final bosses, like the optional final bosses. Not like the final boss, but like the true optional bosses, the hardest bosses in the games. I will always aim to fight them because, like, that's extra content, and that's something I like to show off. That's why I always made it, it's like, I want to do all the chalices, I want to collect everything I can get, because that, to me, feels like a personal achievement that I like to show off on my streams. Even if I don't always get everything. That just is a lot of time, but personally, that's what I enjoy doing. So, I am dedicated to something that I love, yeah. So I guess we'll just level my arcane. And that brings me down to quit. Not that I need arcane.
Fair.
The only thing that isn't leveled is my endurance. Because even in Souls at this point, with how much better I've become, you don't really need a lot. Especially with Dark Souls. Especially with the fact that you hit once or twice and back out in most of these games. Even with games like Bloodborne, where you are aggressive, the more aggressive you are, the more rewarded you are. You are still only hitting a handful of times. You're not gonna be swinging willy-nilly, because that's how you die. That's why when I was playing with Reaper, and I was telling him against Freed of all things in Dark Souls 3, hit once or twice, if you can, and back out. Don't exhaust all your stamina. Even if you are using a katana or, you know, skill weapons or dex weapons that are, you know, speedy weapons that hit like 4 or 5 times and do the equivalent of one greatsword swing. You don't wanna be doing this. Unless it's against an enemy that's like literally dies in like 2 hits and you can stun lock it. Against massive bosses, you want to be swinging once or twice and backing out. That's always my playstyle. And that's why I'll always tell, even with Sekiro, I parry a handful of times, wait for an opening, hit once or twice, and stop. Like, I don't... Try not to go more than that. Sometimes I do, sometimes I get careless. Because then sometimes I'm just like, oh, I have an opening, then boom, that opening fucks me. And that's when, like, that one attempt on her where I was about to kill her, I went in for the full hog, and it got me killed. Even though she gets stunned after each hit, she's still doing things. She has that thing that stuns you and grabs you on top of it. She is still able to do things. Most bosses still have recoveries that are much faster than you expect. Like those giants, the undead giants, the later undead giant fights. They get knocked down, but then immediately recover. Like the guy with the undead giant that has all the chain balls on him. He'll immediately he'll recover from his stagger so quickly and immediately spin. And on the dungeon that I was doing, he is a one shot. At the time, it was a one shot. And he fucking destroyed me because I kept getting careless. Because I thought he was stunned longer than he should have been, but he wasn't. Oh, God. I need more red jelly now, but I can buy it. Yay, 2. Oh, God, I don't have enough insight. Oops. I spent a lot of my insight. That's okay, though. It's not like I can't get more insight. Lower lore on... I don't think we need that. Lower Thumerian Labyrinth. Thumero Ill Root. 11. Alright, well, tomorrow we're gonna finish off this. Oh my God. Tomorrow I should be okay to begin the DLC, hopefully. Depending on how fast I can finish these last two. Last 2 dungeons, and then it's DLC. God, finally. I can get on to the best content of the game soon. It's 11 o'clock. These are definitely the last 2 and one of the toughest dungeons in the game, so I definitely want to be able to be at full capacity for them. Tomorrow, if I can get through these fast in like I don't know, 3 hours, I should be able to easily start the DLC and maybe progress almost, if not to Maria, is my goal at the very least. And that just leaves Orphan Akos and Lawrence to fight for the next stream. So, give or take, probably 3 more streams. It shall be a show indeed. I want to say Bloodborne has at least 3 more streams before I complete it. Sadly, I am not doing Gurman's fight. I am getting the platinum, meaning I'm just going to sit there and let him kill me. I didn't even do enough of the storyline to get 3 of the umbilical cords anyway. So even if I wanted to fight Gurman, I won't be able to fight Moon Presence. Because I was not intending to fight Moon Presence. I was just intending to platinum the game. If anyone does, I will be playing Bloodborne again. This ain't going to be the last time. And I definitely won't be doing all the Chalice dungeons. That's a lot of work. So next time I do play Bloodborne, it will just be the base stuff and DLC. And I do want to do all the endings in the future. Like, stuff like that. So for anyone who does want to see them and see me fight Garmin and Moon Presence, it will happen. I mean, you guys who've been here long enough know how much I've played Souls already. This is probably the 4th time I've streamed Dark Souls. Probably like the 4th or 5th time I streamed Bloodborne, but this is the first time I've officially fully completed it. Every other time I just stopped midway through due to other games, but yeah, this is it. A couple more streams, and then I'm on to Sekiro. After that, I'm returning to game requests full time to finish them off. And I know that the whole game request thing has been going on for like probably like a year or two. Holy Lord. I'm sorry, guys. I know I'm actually, if you don't know, I'm actually a bit slow when it comes to trying to complete things in a fashion, which is why schedules don't work for me. Which is why I can't play one game here, one game this day, one game this day, because it'll never get done. Because it's also a matter of, do I feel like playing this game today? And, or whatever, like, I could for a while I was playing, like, Batman Arkham, Red Dead Redemption, this game, or whatever other game, and I was just like, I don't feel like playing Red Dead today. I don't feel like playing Batman. Then it stopped. Like, so I can't do that, unfortunately. So, like, it also doesn't help that I've just been in a big RPG, action RPG, or Dark Souls mood, so once I'm into the mood, I have to finish it through. Otherwise, then I just don't enjoy other things. Which is why I'm pushing for me and Zero's Souls co-op. But he hasn't been in the mood for it. But that's okay, it happens. But yeah, join me tomorrow, everybody. When's the next time you'll be streaming, Chip? Chocolate Chip. Just gonna shout you out. I should make a command for you. And anybody who's here, feel free to send some love to Clint Chocolate Chip. He's also a fun streamer who does Souls content and is currently playing Sekiro and whatever else things he does. Send him some love too. Thanks. I'm not sure. Alright, cool. Well, Zero's gonna be... judging by the way Zero's talking, he sounds like he's gonna have a more dedicated streaming. I don't know if how dedicated he plans to get with it, but he's talking about wanting to get a similar, like, screen layout like I do, where you know he's got things thanking people, he's got things to show off, alerts. So he's looking into actually figuring out a schedule that works for him. So expect some co-op, hopefully more than normal. We'll see how it goes. If I gotta figure out what days he's planning on playing, so I'll let you know in the future, guys. But yeah, have a good night, everybody. Let's go and send some love to some beautiful viewer, or streamer, not viewer. Your boy's on. Unfortunately, I'm not big into Call of Duty, but I can at least raid Kingslayer and send some love his way. Go raid Kingslayer. Playing some Call of Duty right now. Have a good one.